Hey, welcome to my new video. Today we are trying to defeat Nulleaus on the highest difficulty as a healer. The reason for that is that I need the mythic crest for my craft, and I wanted to try it as a healer to give you guys some information on how to do that. We are basically going in blind. I know what the fight does because I defeated him as a DPS in groups before, but in general we are going in blind. So I don't use any specific talents for now. Of course, if we wipe to it, we will think about our talents more. In general, I know that I need to dispel, obviously. I know that I need to heal, obviously, as a healer. And in the special case that my Valera is not set to tank, what I will try to do, I might need Fate to reduce the aggro on the target. I don't know exactly how this works, so maybe this will be a mistake and we only get the benefit once in this combat. I just hope somehow that this buff will like refresh for some reason. For example, when we get in the ad phase, that we like drop combat for a very short moment and that we get a refresh of that, which would actually be quite insane if that works, because then Valera would get the damage buff when the ads are active and she can blast them. So this might be interesting. I will last 25% once Nulleaus is back, I think. Let's go. Let's just try it, and then we see what we can do. So I hope she now pulls aggro. Oh, she does. And she has PI. I'm drawing aggro. Okay, so that is not working. So I hope I can like drop aggro pretty soon, like right now. She might actually drop quite a bit, as I see right now. Maybe it's fine to use like, what is it called? Mantle of Stars. Drawing aggro again. So this is actually quite annoying. Wait, do I have aggro now? I think my nameplates are just fucked. So do we get the buff now? Overflow. So yeah, we definitely got overflowing Void Spire there, even though we definitely were in combat for longer than 25 seconds. So yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Is he hitting me right now? Yeah, he's hitting me. So need to drop aggro again. Alright, so that is not working as I expected it to work. I assumed she would be much better at like holding aggro as a DPS. But it's fine, I think. We can make it work. Just need to like Fate on cooldown, I guess. Maybe I should not have like started the fight like blasting into the boss. So now I will just use PI on her, and then we will see if she like blasts enough damage to actually draw aggro from him. I'm not even sure if she's actually affected by PI, or if that is just basically a meme. So the color of the nameplate changed again. I'm not sure if that means that I'm actually losing aggro right now. Interesting. So we need to be sure that we be on the lookout for the percentage. So we are soon going into like the phase where the ads spawn, and then I'm not sure how I want to play it actually, because yeah, I don't want to draw aggro from the ads obviously. So I think we will basically try to do nothing, and then let Alira like start tanking the ads, and then that's fine. So I dropped all threat there. I should now be good. One more thing I need to think about is how do I actually do AoE damage as a priest? I don't have Holy Nova, do I? I don't see it on my bars. So I have the circle thing, and then I guess it's just single target from then on out. So we got overflowing Void Spire again. So it might actually be a good choice in this fight. So yeah. Again, not too sure how we do that. Maybe I will try just to like, cast the thing. I mean, she's doing decent damage, obviously. I'm not too familiar with this kind of stuff, but I assume that the difficulty of the delve, your own character level, somehow influence how strong Valera actually is. So it might be that oh yeah, it might be that she actually scaled with my item level, and I mean this character is 260, so not that high. I noticed we are already 5 fucking minutes into this fight and I'm constantly talking, so yeah, at least you don't have to deal with the silence. But yeah, I'm like trying to speak out how I think about the things that happen here. So where is this orb actually? Oh wait, I should not do any damage basically. I'm already drawn aggro like from one smite. So yeah, this is not a good idea. Well, so basically we just heal, use the spells, and then that's it. Nothing much we can actually do here. So I think this one will despawn soon. So we will like already position ourselves towards this edge of the room, and then we can like walk over once the middle is covered in goo. Actually, I don't know what this debuff is doing, but I assume it does a lot of damage. So probably wise to just dispel it, I guess. So Valera is actually not moving to the side that I'm moving to, which is quite interesting. Because I assume that's how it's coded, that she always like follows you around. But it seems that she's actually always going to the other side of the room, so we will do that. We are 60% right now. Oh, I should heal a bit now. Yeah, looking at your health, by the way, I can see that probably the Mantle of Stars would have procced a bit in this case, and we are already 7 minutes into this fight. So we would get a few of these procs, and I think it might have increased our damage output a decent amount. But yeah, I don't know, obviously. So yeah, just a consideration that I underestimated how much damage Valera would take in this encounter. So I should just fade to make sure that I don't get aggro. We go back to the middle. So this part of the fight is actually still quite easy because yeah, we kind of don't need to move that much. It's basically left to right, and that's done. Once the orb comes into the play, I think it's at 50%, then this will be a bit more difficult and a bit more interesting. But yeah, again, this is actually quite easy. So if you have a healer that is somewhat decently geared, so you obviously need to be able to like heal her enough to make her not die, and then I assume. Oh wait, priest is a good choice because as you can see, like fate came into play quite a bit. I'm basically needing to fate on cooldown to not draw aggro. So I'm not sure how how other healers would manage there. Maybe basically really do nothing except for dispelling and then a few heals here and there to like keep her topped up. In this case, I would definitely advise to use Mantle of Stars in case you want to like be a bit more stingy with your heals and like give her more time to like actually pull aggro. For now, I don't see that I ever get aggro. I mean the bar turns yellow sometimes, but as soon as I fade it already turns like purple again. So yeah, this should be fine. My mana should be fine, I think. So we're now getting ads. I'm not too sure how this works, but I will obviously buff her PI. Then we will do that, and then this. Oh, I cannot fear them. Oh, that's bit of a problem. I hope she actually kills them. I was assuming I could just like fear them. Like, should I just damage them? How much damage do I do? I do nothing. So yeah, that's not an option. So yeah, as you can see, well, this fight is already 10 minutes and we are at 50%, so this will actually be quite a long fight. And I assume many people would say it's a bit boring. I mean, for me, that's nothing. I did the insane grind for the title of the insane, so I'm used to doing boring stuff for an achievement or stuff like that. But yeah, obviously this is not like super engaging content. Oh, I forgot to fade more. I need to make sure that I do that to not draw aggro from her. Yeah, again, might not be the most enjoyable content for most people, but I think it's fine. It's a bit of a problem here. Need to go back to the middle. Alright. So now that I'm seeing the fight time, I'm actually considering if I should like cut the video, since yeah, this is obviously going to be very long. Then again, do you actually care as a viewer? I don't think so, because you want to see how I managed to like kill the fight, and if there's like phases in the fight where I like don't do anything interesting, you can just like scroll and or skip ahead and watch the end. So yeah, I think I will just upload it as is in full. So I need to be a bit more careful now. She's dropping quite low. I'm still drawing a lot of aggro. I don't know why. Actually, I'm a bit in trouble here right now, because I get pulled so much. Need to like change the side of the room. Actually, it would be nice if she could draw aggro again, this boss. I need to check if there's anything I could do to like fade even more. There's like additional fade cooldown that I don't know about. This would actually be helpful for this encounter. So the orb is coming through the middle right now, so we will like go to this location. And then we will like walk over as soon as this clears out, so that we can make space for ourselves. Yeah, it's quite annoying that I cannot fade him away. If this says it reduces all your threat, so it should be like clear my threat, obviously, and not hit me constantly, even though I'm pressing it on cooldown, basically. So yeah, not sure what happens there. Fade again now. I'm PIing her again. Let's see if that actually helps. So he's aggroing me, I think, right now. And she should do quite a bit of damage now. So I'm fading. So I don't run out of mana, even in a 14-minute encounter. But obviously this is quite a long fight, so not ideal, definitely. I'm taking damage somehow. Fading again. So let's push him into phase, actually. I don't know if that is a good idea, but I just want to be in phase right now. So actually let's blast him, and then he should go into phase right now. Obviously there's goo in the middle when the net spawns in the middle. That's obviously awesome. Yeah, I draw aggro from this ogre right away. Let's fade again. Not sure if she's actually able to blast this ogre in time. Oh, he has curse. So that's not good. Movement speed reduced. Okay. Well, I don't think she cares too much, since she plays on basically a script anyway. But yeah, it's something to consider. So what I'm doing right now is actually fading in this phase all the time, because I'm kind of under the assumption that oh wait, no, never mind. I just disproved my theory. I'm dead. How? How the fuck did I die? What happened to me? She did not kick. She did not kick. Well, that's unfortunate. Why did she not kick? This has to be like a bug or something. Well, obviously that is quite annoying. I was already pretty far through the fight, and she did not kick, so now I have to do it again. 14 minutes. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but for some reason she did not kick, and I died. Which is like crazy that this is even possible. Obviously I can't kick, so yeah, she needs to do it. Huh. Well, let's try this again, I guess. That is quite annoying. Yeah. Might be worth it to actually write a ticket about this, because, yeah, how are you supposed to do this? You cannot kick as a healer, obviously. So if she misses a kick, that is obviously bad code. So what I want to do right now is actually I want to like face aggro him, and then fade, and then make sure that Valera has PI. Maybe what I'm thinking right now is maybe it's actually because the ad was living too long and she used kick on the ad. That this might be the reason that that the situation like was a bit fucked. I'm drawing heal aggro right now. It's not good. Something seems to be a bit off. I'm not sure what is wrong here. Other people have way more DPS with her Valera, so maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'm using the wrong items or something like that. Might be a consideration as well. Alright, yeah, basically since we progressed through this part of the fight, like a lot, I might consider not talking too much right now and yeah, basically waiting it out till we are in the phase again where we would bloodlust, like 25%. It's actually true that I didn't last, so this might be a problem as well. I'm not sure if her kick is actually like haste based. This could be something to think about. But yeah. Well, yeah, not the most engaging gameplay again, but it's fine, I guess. Next time when that happens, I think I will just like Guardian Angel, Guardian Spirit myself. Hopefully, this will be enough to actually survive the hit. So, Editor Max here, and we will actually skip ahead because, well, the fight is obviously quite long and it would be quite boring for you to see me do it again. And actually, in the second try, I'm not talking because in my head I already assumed I would probably like skip to the interesting part again. So a few adaptations I did in this fight throughout is that I started to do some damage because Fate and dropping aggro did not work. So yeah, in the second try I did way more damage. I blasted the ads, and yeah, we'll now jump into the phase where I fight the ogre and go from there. So you can clearly see that the ogre dies way before he casts his Emptiness of the Void cast again. So I'm assuming that literally this is what happened in the first encounter, that she was on cooldown with her kick and then he casted the Emptiness of the Void and we died. So yeah, the ogre dies, he's in some other cast, and then once he casts his Emptiness of the Void, Valera actually kicks and we win the fight. So we are back in the phase. I actually killed the ogre, as you can see, and I used the Guardian Spirit to make sure that I don't die. I'm not sure if I have the talent that that it has a shorter cooldown if it not procs, because if I do, then obviously it procs, since I quite actually I proc right now. Getting a lot of damage. Need to get away from this fucking orb thing. So yeah, I made a few changes mid-fight. I decided to like actually, since I was not able to fade away the aggro consistently, even if I only healed and dispelled. I did nothing. I did 2 flash heals, dispel, 2 flash heals, dispel. At some point, I drew aggro from him. So I decided that it's not worth it to wait it out and just blast them as well, and make more do more damage to him by just yeah, basically attacking him. So yeah, so this gets a bit stressful right now. Actually getting decent amount of damage whenever I have aggro. So yeah, I need to make sure that I survive this. Actually, a health pot here just to be sure. Fade away again. I'm not sure why I take more damage right now. It might be that I have a curse. Well, she has a curse, I don't. So I'm not sure why this happens, but obviously I need to make sure that I stay alive through this phase, because we don't want to like lose the encounter right now. I'll fade away now. I need some like big healing cooldowns. We'll have Dingen's Apotheosis shortly, which will improve my my survivability quite a bit. Fading again now. So yeah, this is Nulleaus solo. So at the end, I actually took a lot of damage. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he is just a bit buffed in the last phase, and he's like hitting for more. But as far as I could see, I was not standing in any shit, and I did get a few damage points. So yeah, as you can see, I decided to like kill the ogre in the intermission. I'm assuming, I will need to look at the VOD, but I'm assuming that this was the reason why it not worked in the first try, that the ogre was still alive and Valera wasted her kick on the ogre, and then she could not kick Nulleaus, and then we die. Is that I was trying to like juggle the aggro, which is like not something that seems to be possible. He's just, I don't know, aggroing me anyway, even though I'm doing basically no damage, or I did no damage and just dispelled and healed. Even though I faded, she was not like pumping enough to actually take the aggro from him. So yeah, not sure what's wrong there. If I made the mistake in my settings with Valera, or if Valera needs to be like a higher level or something like that. But yeah, for my purposes, it was a smarter decision to just like blast damage, push the phase faster, which relieved a bit of pressure, at least in case of the first phase, because Valera was actually able to like pull aggro from both of the ads in the first phase. I think killing the ogre is definitely a smart play, because I'm assuming that her kick was on cooldown in my try where I died to her missing the kick. Yeah, but it seems to be that this one is indeed quite easy as a healer. I did kill it on the second try. I need to pump a bit in the last phase, and I should have like saved cooldowns for the last phase, I think. But it worked out fine anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, I hope you found this video interesting. If so, it would be nice if you like and subscribe. And I see you in the next one. Bye bye.